So this is yet another video on the topic of marriage. I just believe that we can't overflog the issue of marriage. And the reason is that marriage is life defining. The person you get married to can make or mar you. They can make you, they can break you. No matter how strong you are, the fact that you've chosen to get that intimate with somebody and share your life with that person puts you at risk, makes you vulnerable to that person. And even if you find out later that it doesn't work and you break out of it and you move, nobody ever leaves a marriage unscathed. Not you, not your children, and probably not even him. Nobody ever leaves a marriage unscathed. It leaves a scar on you, and sometimes the scars don't ever really heal. So it's very important that we take caution about it. And for women, like I said in one of my last videos, we've typically played a passive role. And so we've spoken about things you should look out for in a man who comes to you. We've looked at what you are saying yes to. But in this video, I want to talk about what you should actively even be looking out for in a man. You don't have to wait until you get to the point where he's asking you to marry him before you weed him out. Or you don't have to wait until you're already dating or courting. There are some things you can cut off from the beginning. So you don't even bother to waste your time. You don't waste a moment. And it's like, if this person doesn't even fit this particular profile, then I'm not even going to go there. But I'd like to ask you a question first. Have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't, please take a moment. Click the bell below, subscribe so that you can get notifications and you never miss any of my videos. And besides, it helps my channel grow. If you like what you're watching, help me grow by telling others about it. Thank you. All right, now let's talk about it. Typically, I don't really believe in the idea of dating. And before you say, which one are you bringing again, Ife? Hear me out. I believe that before you even agree to date somebody, you should have a goal in view. I don't believe in the idea of dating just for the sake of dating, just to see where it leads. By the time you're saying, yes, I will date this man, it should be because you already see that there's a possibility of a future in it. It doesn't mean that you say the minute you agree to get into a relationship with him, within 2 months you can get married. It's not the same. There should be a gap because then you get more intimate, you get into spaces. But I believe that by the time you even agree, you're already looking with a view to marriage. And so don't bother wasting your time on people that say, oh yeah, let's just see where it goes. There's no point. Dating is towards an end. So it's either we're in courtship. I've already, in principle, accepted your proposal. We're in courtship. If you want to call that dating, fine. And that's why I said, hear me out. Understand what I mean. Right. I believe that a lady should have as many friends as possible, male, female, just have friends. And amongst your male friends, there could be those that you know that there's the possibility of things going further with. There's the possibility of marriage. And if not, you can't just say, oh, because he's my friend, then if he asks me out, I'm going to go. I don't think it's worth it. You don't need to wait till that time. As you have friends, close friends, not so close friends, as you have male friends, as you have friends all around you, you can evaluate to quickly weed out. You don't have to go further with everyone. You don't have to date this one for 6 months, date that one for a year, date this one for 2 years. No, before you decide on what you want to go ahead with. Like I said in my last video, when you say yes to a man, what you're saying is, yes, I agree to be under your leadership because a man is the head of the home. So you're saying, yes, I agree to be under your leadership in this family. But before you can agree to be under somebody's leadership, remember, it's your life we're talking about here. It's not your workplace where if you don't like your boss or he or she is overstepping their boundaries, you cut out or you cut them off or you report them to HR or something. No, this is your life you're talking about. Now, if you were at work, you're like, okay, you know what? I just have 8 hours to spend here. I cut out of this place. Even if it's a job, I can't just quit immediately. At least there will be times I'm off work and I go to my home. Your home should be your place of refuge, a place of solace, not another battleground. And so this is your life we're talking about. This is your resting place we're talking about. This is your abode, your place of solace, your place of refuge, where you go back to recuperate. This is what we're talking about. So if you're fighting battles outside and coming home again to fight more battles, your life is going to ebb away slowly. So you need to make sure that the atmosphere in your home is calm. So if I'm saying yes to this person's leadership, what do I need to evaluate? Number one, you need to be able to trust his intentions. Are his intentions right? Are they real? Are they genuine? Can you trust his intentions? Can you go to sleep knowing that this guy's intentions are genuine? If you can, he just scored one good point, and it's very important. The second thing is, can you trust his decisions and his decision-making process? How does he arrive at his decisions? Is he mature enough to arrive at the right decisions? Who does he consult? Must he consult? Does he run to mommy to make decisions? These are things you need to judge. Is he the kind of person that asks all his friends before he comes to a decision, and then when his friends say no, then he's going to change his mind? Can you trust his decisions? A leader has to have a good decision-making process, and he has to be able to make good decisions, healthy decisions, valuable decisions all the time, or at least 90% of the time. Decisions that you know that you'll be able to live with the outcome of. Of course, usually decisions are consultative between you and him. But what happens at the end of the day? Does he even consult you? That's a red flag, but that's an issue. If you can't even trust that in taking decisions, he's going to take decisions that favor me, that favor our children. He's going to, make it sure that it works for everybody. If he's the only consideration in his decision making, then he's wrong. The third thing you want to ask is, can you trust his ambitions? Some men don't have any ambition. Sad to say, but some don't. A leader must have some ambition. He must have a clear picture of where he's going to, what he wants to achieve. Maybe you get married in your 20s. What does he hope to be by his 30s? What does he hope to be in his 40s? What does he hope to be in his 70s or 80s? And what steps is he taking towards that? It's not just highfalutin steps like, wherever life takes us. No. He has no ambitions. Is he laid back and lazy? Or laid back or lazy? Some people are laid back. Some people are lazy. Some people are both. Is he hardworking? Is he driven? What drives him? Can you trust his ambitions? Some people are overly driven. Some people are too ambitious. And that means they will do anything to get what they want. Can you live with that? Can you trust his ambitions? So I asked you 3 questions. I said, can you trust his intentions? Can you trust his decisions? Can you trust his ambitions? Can you trust that he's considering everybody? An overly ambitious person may not consider his family when he's driving towards his ambitions. Is he thinking selfishly of only himself? Is he thinking of you as well and what you need and what you want? You have to be able to evaluate these. And all these 3 things carry equal weight. None of them can be lower than the other. If he has good intentions, but poor decision making or decisions and very bad ambitions or low ambition, then no, he's not right for you. If he has a great drive, he's headed in the right direction, he has great dreams and he's working towards them, but his intentions are wrong or his decision-making process is poor, he has poor judgment, then no, it's going to be an issue. And if he's a great person, great intentions, plain as a piece of paper, great decision-making, but very poor ambition, laid back, lazy, you're going to suffer. The thing you need to understand is this: marriage is not a hospital for damaged adults. You take what you get in the marriage market as is. What you see now, work with that, all right? What you see now is what you work with. Test it. It is buyers beware. Test it before taking it home. Don't think, oh yeah, I'll fix it when I get home. No, it may not change. Most likely won't change. But you have to understand that when we say it won't change, I'm not talking about the externalities. Because of course we know that a slim person can become fat, a fat person can become slim. Even you will most likely change. Things on the outside can change. If you're judging by, oh, he has a lot of money, he has a good car, what if he loses his job? What if he loses his source of income? Things can change financially, things can change physically, but what will not change are his values, his decision-making process, his judgment about life, his perspective, his intentions towards you. They won't change. If he doesn't love you now, most likely won't love you tomorrow. If he doesn't like your family now, most likely won't like your family tomorrow. It's not going to change. If he's not very ambitious today, he most likely won't become an ambitious or driven person tomorrow, except by a cataclysmic change. Yes, it's that heavy, and that's why I used a heavy word. Except something of gigantic proportions happens, and you can't count on that to take a decision. So, ladies beware. What you see is what you get. Can't take it home and fix it. You just might find out that you don't have what it takes. Most times we don't even have what it takes. And the thing is this: the opinions of others, you could take them on board, but they're secondary, because at the end of the day, you are going to be the one to live with this person. And we will all be there saying, oh, we could all commiserate with you if things go wrong and say, oh, oh, so sorry, I'll pray for you, I'll lend a hand and all that. And guess what? At night, it's your pillow to sleep on. It's your bed to lay on. And as you make your bed, so you'll lie on it. Ladies, beware. Tell me what you learned in this video. And don't forget to watch my next video. Oh, and by the way, have you heard about my upcoming program? It's called Behind Closed Doors. So if you live in the city of Ibadan, Nigeria, or you can make it down to Ibadan, click the link in the description below to register for the program. It's for married women who are experiencing challenges in their marriage and are committed to making a transformation. So if you're having challenges, you don't know what to do, you want a transformation, click that link, fill the form, and I hope to see you there. Ciao!